Just when you think Bosch is kind of done, you know, there's no flair, no mega marketing, no symposium, no blue shirted employees at Home Depot directing you to buy their product. But they've been around and they're still kicking. And the Robert Bosch company is doing something that I think will bring the purest Bosch fan back from the dead. All right. Now, there's going to be a new line of tools coming out from Bosch. Okay. They're going to be PROFACTOR tools. All right. And I really like that. And if you noticed at Lowe's, they've dropped the price from a lot of their stuff. And that's whoever's going to sell those, Bosch's tools. If it's going to be Depot, which it doesn't look like, they used to be sold at Home Depot in store. Then they didn't like the competition, so they just went online. And finally, they went over to Lowe's. And obviously in store and online, they're carried at Lowe's, Bosch. But you've noticed a lot of not as well made Bosch tools lately, right? Um, and it got some people worried, all right? Now, this is the 12 amp hour battery. Now, a 12 amp hour battery is supposed to come out a long time ago, all right? I think there's been some internal changes and differences going on inside the company of what the next step of Bosch tools is going to be. You know, there was even some rumors of Bosch selling their power tool part of the Robert Bosch company. Remember, huge company based in Germany. They make a lot of, like, tools are just a little speck of what they do. Okay. But anyway, this is the new 12. Okay. Now it's going to be used with their new PROFACTOR exclusive tools. All right. And just from the name, PROFACTOR. All right. So these are going to be, I think, tools really geared towards the professional. Now, we all know about their SDSs, the Bulldog. You know, they literally changed the name of an SDS. You know, I know a lot of guys that just, hey, go get the Bulldog, right? So, again, back in the day, even in the early stages of lithium ion, Bosch was really, you've seen a fall from grace, guys. And all you have to do is go to my channel when I started in 2015. You know, Bosch was really right up there, you know, top three. You know, you had the wall. I mean, in 2015, I don't even know if Milwaukee was, you know, even in the top three. If not, they were right there. But DeWalt was really ahead of the game back in 2015, and you had Makita with the cult following. But this was right before really the big surge with Milwaukee when Tektronic Industries, a Chinese company, bought Milwaukee really from the brinks of bankruptcy and really just said, we're going to change the game here. But companies like Robert Bosch, the Bosch brand, kind of fell behind. You know the long story. I talk about it all the time. You know, they kind of wanted to let the tools do the talking. And this day and age with marketing and social media, you can't do it. But maybe now they can. Maybe actually now the performance of the tool might bring Robert Bosch back from the brinks. So you got this PROFACTOR battery. Okay. These tools will be coming out in March, right? Obviously, these are 21700 cells to transfer more power for a longer time. You guys have known I've always praised Bosch's battery technology of being one of the best, if not the best. Obviously, them in Milwaukee are the top two out there. And, again, in this cold weather, you're really, can tell the difference with some other platforms. All right. But you got a flexible printed circuit board that delivers additional efficiency over multiple rigid boards and connectors. All right. Now you got power rails inside here. You see them? You can see them, the power rails. They provide reduced resistance and greater efficiency. Now, this is where the PROFACTOR comes into it with the TM trademark that they're going to call this line of not only batteries but tools. It's an exclusive battery engineered exclusively for PROFACTOR tools, not compatible with standard non-PROFACTOR tools. So, much like the Milwaukee Fuel, right? The DeWalt XR, all right? If you even want to go with DeWalt Extreme, all right? Bosch PROFACTOR, all right? So, 18-volt core technology with the PROFACTOR exclusive. You got copper end plates that provide high conductivity to the terminals of each cell. Corded comparable power. All right. Now, this is what they want because, again, when it comes to SDS, a lot of the tools that Bosch still lead in on the construction site, they want to get them over to the cordless tool of which they're using now. All right. They wanted you to go from the corded, breaker, right? Or the corded SDS over to the cordless. And with this corded comparable power, delivers corded comparable power that is engineered to last. And you obviously have that staggered cell design, right? Really well-built batteries, individual housing design, so each cell is placed in its own heat sink. Can't wait to get one of these. Can't wait to open her up and show you the differences, okay? As you can see, they still got the red, very high-density plastic around the cell. All right, kind of the cage, bottom end of it. All right. I mean, I got Bosch batteries, guys, that are 8, 9 years old that, are ticking like nothing ever happened to them. All right. So great to see. I'm excited to see some of these PROFACTOR tools. Now, again, I don't think it's going to be a big line to start, and it might be some tools that, obviously you need a 12. So I don't think it's going to be an impact driver. I think these are going to be really what their bread and butter is, SDS, hammer drill, stuff like that. High powered, high draining tools, right? But we'll have to see. PROFACTOR exclusive. Peace.